we got to move on because, the great Estelle Getty died. I mean, everyone's talking about the old broad from Golden Girls passing away at 84.
Are they?
She had dementia for many years, so she was pretty much dead.
Did she do any villains in a movie before she died so we could appreciate it?
Yeah.
She was in Stop or My Mom Will Shoot.
No, that's right.
I forgot about that.
I like Estelle Getty.
Classic.
She was funny in that damn show.
I thought the show was great.
I hated Golden Girls.
You hate Golden Girls.
It was one of those shows that when I'd hear that freaking theme song and I knew it was coming on, I'd have to change the channel as quick as possible. I didn't want.
In the front.
I could. Why would I care what four baby powder smelling old hags
They were
down
all
in
great.
Florida
They were tremendous.
are doing while they're talking about sassy,
They never made
sexy
you laugh?
things? Never.
So that means you only watched the show once or twice.
No, I've seen it a few times.
So you watched the show
I was
many
forced to
times
because
and it
one
never
of
made
those
you laugh?
ass girlfriends I was going out with at the time liked it, so I'd have to sit on the couch and watch it.
Rue McClanahan as a whole.
I thought it was a
B.
funny
Arthur
show.
as like
It was so phony, over the top, unrealistic. Rue McClanahan, some friggin' geriatric hoe.
she's the
Get
first
out of
cougar.
here.
She's
Oh,
TV's
shut
first
up.
cougar.
Who's banging her?
Oh, yeah. How is she dragging so many men home with that old dried up prune?
We like a little reality.
Yeah, how about some
a little-
friggin'
she had a-
reality?
She had a sexiness back then.
Did she really?
And then
Her hair
Estelle
was
Getty.
blue.
There was that thing
Wow,
we were
that's a
listening
turn
to.
on, Patrice. Blue hair.
We were listening to earlier, Estelle Getty.
we're
White
going-
didn't make you laugh?
Yeah.
No, we're playing it right now.
Yeah, we'll play that, but this is so unrealistic.
We really
Betty White
tried.
didn't make
Hold
you
on,
laugh.
Patrice.
No.
Patrice,
Didn't make me
hold
laugh.
on. We got some samples from Golden Girls. This is the sexiness that we found a perfect scene here of what this dumb show is all about.
Unrealistic.
Estelle Getty, of course, she played Sophia, and here's what she's doing in Golden Girls.
Hi, Ma. What you watching?
I don't know, one of those Steven Spielberg movies.
That's not a Steven Spielberg movie. What are they doing?
You know what they're doing. We had that talk when you were 12.
Ma, I can't believe this. You rented a dirty movie?
Dirty is in the eye of the beholder. Okay, maybe that's a little dirty.
They're old ladies now.
What old hag is watching a movie like that?
This is a whole
No,
ass
some maybe. Not her. Not in that house. Not with the rest of the old bags.
Well, if we're not going to suspend disbelief, what guy in a half a mask and bat ears is running around a city flying?
That's a fantasy.
Yeah,
This is supposed to be
a comic book.
This is supposed
There's
to
nothing
be
comic book about this.
old bags living together.
You want your sitcoms to be actually authentic?
Completely real?
No, but it makes it sound like she's like swallowing cucumbers.
Yeah, what's she doing? Why was she? I need to know. Why was she watching it?
Yeah.
What was she building up to?
Is she
was
really-
someone coming over, or was she
Show
going
was
to
on
take
for
care of
8
herself?
seasons. You picked.
I know.
You picked.
All right.
Might be the worst clip in history.
No.
There's so many other.
We continue here.
Ma, we did not get a VCR so that you could watch dirty movies.
I'm 81. What are you worrying about? You think I'm going to find someone down in the center to do that with?
It's not a bad line.
Yeah, what
She's
do you-
talking about, am I going to find somebody to bang? That's not all right.
And you gotta be
At least that
thinking,
made it realistic.
you gotta be thinking of the face too when she's delivering. The whole.
Why would you ever want to think of that face?
These are old ladies.
I can't.
I know. Why would I wanna
can't
watch a
say
show about
Golden
old
Girls
ladies?
stinks.
Because they weren't represented. They were represented really funny, and it was really well written, and it was just fun
Was
to watch
it?
them. Oh yeah, it was great. They were all completely different from each other. There was the old lady who was kind of cranky, but then you had like kind of like the lesbian mannish vibe of B. Arthur. You had the slut and Rue McClanahan, and
Which-
Betty White was a dummy, completely the opposite of what she played in what was she in Mary Tyler Moore, where she
Yeah.
was a
Right.
castrating monster. She was. I thought they were great.
All right, let's go on here.
How's this dress look on me? What's the difference? In half an hour, it'll be crumpled on the floor next to an empty bottle of Jack Daniels.
So he's getting banged.
Can we hear that one again? Because I missed it. I did. I missed it.
So stupid.
How's this dress look on me? What's the difference? In half an hour, it'll be crumpled on the floor next to an empty bottle of Jack Daniels.
An empty bottle.
Did she just-
An empty bottle of Jack Daniels.
Did she just smash Rue McClanahan?
Yes.
That's funny.
That she's going to get drunk and
Yes.
Oh, it's just
How do I
great,
look in
Jimmy.
this dress in a half hour? It'll be crumpled on the floor next to a bottle of Jack Daniels. That's a great line for an old lady to slam.
I think
She's calling her an old
Anthony
whore.
you're just
Well-
being a curmudgeon right now.
Dude, that's
Am I?
a funny
Yeah,
line.
tomorrow when you're feeling better, you'll like it.
They're the original Sex and the City girls.
Yeah.
The Golden Girls. They're all
Wow.
just sassy.
So
I like the Golden
sassy.
Girls. You
I
didn't like
do
the Golden
too.
Girls?
There's something
know.
about old women. The older they get, their faces start looking like their you know what.
Ugh. Just droopy. I don't know. I was more a
Well, let's
family
listen to
ties guy.
Me too. Before he started looking for attention. Oh, I knocked some over again. We get it, Michael.
A moldy clumps. That's what Stephen S. from Bayshore is saying. Here we go. Another little line from the Golden Girls.
Was she the youngest?
You know, Rose, I'm really enjoying this. You and I having a quiet cup of coffee together.
Me too, Sophia, because
I said quiet.
That's kind of funny.
It's
funny.
dude.
Dorothy, what are you doing up? Her banging woke me.
What are you talking
The
about?
toilet seat, Ma. 4 women live in this house. The toilet seat never has to move. You always manage to make it bang.
Forgive me, sweetheart. Why don't you just get me a litter box to keep next to my nightstand?
What's wrong with that line?
Dude,
All right, look.
This, if you keep
There's
listening to
some
these,
funny
you're
lines.
gonna laugh, dude. That's just hilarious.
All right, there's some funny
Cat
lines.
box to scratch. Come on, man.
These were all
Stop it.
funny
Through this
lines.
crap.
Yeah, that's
Well,
funny, man.
I'm sure Hitler had a few laughs in his Nuremberg
You sure
speeches.
Hitler
You got to
would-
look at the overall story, though.
Yeah,
You know, I
you're
mean-
positively sure that Joseph Mengele was hilarious at one point in your
I
life.
think a couple of laughs here and there, but you got to look at the overall picture.
What's the matter with
It
you?
wasn't as funny.
Of course.
All right,
He
let's
wouldn't
go.
ask you. Mussolini was, boy, all the tickles. What's the matter with you?
I think not that that's not a crazy example to raise during the Golden Girls that Hitler might have been funny. That's a perfectly logical direction to go with it. But I think that we're getting random lines from a couple episodes, and they're all funny
They are
lines.
funny lines.
Idi
I'll
Amin-
give.
Idi
I
Amin
can't
was
deny
charming,
it.
too,
I can't deny
sometimes.
it. Yeah, Idi Amin was charming.
Here's one more.
I have a better idea. We can hitchhike. See, I can lift up my skirt, like in that Clark Gable movie it happened one night. Boy, we'll have a ride in no time. Please, you lift up your skirt, and someone might mistake your thigh for the on-ramp to the freeway.
Oh, fat thigh, I guess.
And a whore. and a whore. The on-ramp to the freeway. Do you know how many people use a
I'm
freeway?
sure they wanted to write a tunnel joke.
This is making me want to go buy the
No,
box
it's
set.
not.
I'm
Shut
going to go
up.
buy the
Really?
box set of Golden
Shut
Girls
up.
just to
You're not
see.
going to sit through the box set of Golden
It's
Girls.
funny. It's funnier than most of what's on today network TV.
It was fun for 2 minutes. No
and
one
they-
said
and all 4 of them are great actresses. Like
All of
they're
them.
all 4. Not a weak link in the show.
Yeah, whatever.
Stop it.
Her awful.
Whatever.
What show that's on today? That's not cable.
Just say you
sitcom
miss
is
Estelle
funny?
Getty.
Today.
Huh?
Just say you miss Estelle Getty.
No.
Just say you miss her.
No. This guy does, though. Listen to this.
This is an emergency blog. I have very unfortunate news.
This is where now we're going to start doing some
Tested
laughing.
positive for what?
I have a bunch of friends that
Now
have to
we're
go to
doing-
a doctor.
Now you want to hear some comedy. Now we're going to hear some comedy. A stupid blogger.
By the way, hold on.
An emergency blog.
Enough of us criticizing the Golden Girls. The gay voice he said, and the two of us butt heads getting to an AIDS joke.
Of course.
Stink.
Of course. Now here comes the comedy, people.
I have very unfortunate news for everybody. If you ever saw the show The Golden Girls, you know Sophia as, like, the funniest character. She passed away this morning, July 22nd at 5 a.m., so I've heard.
So I've heard.
I always knew she was like a sickly woman, I just didn't know how sick she was. That's like my favorite show, and now that she's gone, like I know they canceled it and everything.
A while ago.
Yeah, 16
It's
years
just
ago.
really sad because she was like the funniest character on that show. Like every day I watched it on Lifetime at 4 o'clock. I gotta put it on. I'm like, I don't know why I'm crying so much, but
I can
just wish
speculate.
got-
Yeah, no kidding.
Because you're a
Yeah.
sissy?
Right.
Doing an imitation of your dad?
Yeah. Because Dad never accepted you? You idiot.
why I'm crying so much, but I just wish I got to meet her because she's so funny.
What's that awful music?
He's
I
crying
love
right
her
now. Here we go.
and Dorothy and Rose and Blanche. But Sophia was always my favorite. Sophia Estelle Getty, which is her real name. This video is for you and your memory. You'll always be in my heart as one of the funniest people I've ever got to see on TV.
You imagine if that's your legacy? Is this fruit leaves you a message?
And thank you for being a friend. Rest in peace. You're in my heart.
That's what you've worked all those years for. To have that Mary leave a YouTube message.
Did you hear at the end? Thank you for being a
Friend. Thank you for being a friend. It's a hack line in.
The whole thing of that was him to get to that
Yeah.
melodramatic line, like, oh, we get it now.
When Gary Coleman dies, I'm gonna go, hey man, the world don't move.
To the beat of just one drum.
Peace out. Peace out, Gary.
That's what you got to do when any one of these guys dies. Just take a bad line from their theme song.
Hey, there's a bunch of these videos up on YouTube. We got to get them for the show.
had
There's
a
more than one.
He had a different stroke.
By the way, this guy writes, this fruit could still watch her. She's still on TV. It's not like
Yeah.
they had a personal freaking relationship.
She
with
wasn't
her.
doing anything new.
She stays alive on Lifetime.
What's depressing, though, is that she was really old, but at one point, somebody had sex with her and said, I banged Estelle. You got that?
Estelle.
Yeah, she's an animal. Like maybe 1950.
Oh, had to be way back.
Somebody pumped drinks in her because they had to get in her pants.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I'm going for her over there. Estelle? No way. No way you get that.
She's a goer.
All right, be my wingman. What's a wingman? Planes haven't been invented yet.
Front and back, same time. Yes.
Yes.
Let's go to Brett in Boston, listening on BCN. Brett, what's up?
What's up, boys? Checking in.
All right.
Hey, let me get this straight. Jimmy is defending the Golden Girls, but bashing the Dark Knight.
No, I love The Dark Knight. Batman, Christian Bale's Batman stunk. I think the Joker is the best comic book villain I've ever seen. But
I
Christian
agree.
Bale's Batman. I'm Batman. Yeah, exactly. All four of them were better in the Golden Girls than he was. Any one of them could have played Batman more realistically. I'm Batman, Dorothy. I'm Batman. We know you are. Ugh, easy, Clint. Go ahead, make my day.
Let's go to Cleveland, say hi to Paul. Paul, what's up?
Morning, fellas.
Good morning.
Hey, Anthony, if we're not allowed to suspend disbelief, how are we ever going to believe you're dating Jill Nicholson?
Oh, good one.
Yeah.
That's because that's reality.
That's not
But that's reality. What happened?
You're not gonna dignify that with. Anthony's in love. He doesn't dignify those with a
Hell no.
answer anymore.
With that, let's take a
Tim
break.
Knocker?
We got Patrice O'Neill in studio. He's going to be at the comedy show, the O&A Traveling
Yes.
Virus. One
August
show this
2nd.
summer, August 2nd, PNC Bank Arts Center, Homedale, New Jersey. Ticketmaster, Ticketmaster.com. Virus Tour, I think, one word, on MySpace, right?
I hope
For info and tickets.
our special guest is still doing what he's doing, I think.
I believe so, yes. Yes. It's still going to be a great show, and we're giving away a car at this year's Virus show.
Jesus.
Details
You know-
up on OandARadio.com.
You know what we ought to do?
What?
As tribute to Estelle Getty.
Oh, no.
Get some powder and powder Sam's head. Because her hair, she had that afro.
You got to think that's what was going on in her...
No, not down below. Like her regular hair, she had that big round afro of white hair, if you look at the picture of her. And I think Sam's hair powdered would look great as a tribute.
That's a great idea. Let's do that next.
Sure.
Let's get some baby powder.
Hopefully
Yeah.
you'll wind up just like her.